Hi, everyone. Here's the conversation for week 6. It's entitled Cómo decir la hora, which means how to tell time. It's picking up from the conversation from last week, which was called Día, Fecha y Hora, where the child was asking the parent questions that he could find out on his own, such as, what's today? Or what's today's date? And finally, by the time the student gets to what time it is, the parent is playfully annoyed, playfully put out, and he tells him, time to get a watch. And of course, that's all done playfully. And we pick up today with the child turning it around, also being playful and putting on his most polite question, but he's going to persist and put his most polite question out again. Please tell me the time. But this time he's going to use the same exact way you would hear a parent asking a total stranger or an older person. You would say, pardon me, can you tell the time? To somebody at home, you would say, hey, what time is it? Hey, what time is it? But in a polite situation, in a more formal situation, you would say, pardon me, or excuse me, can you tell me the time? Or you may choose, could you tell me the time? In the same way that you can use can or could, in Spanish you can use puede or podría. And we'll do both. And then afterwards, we'll do it quickly. And then afterwards, of course, we'll do it nice and slowly. We'll start in line 1. Disculpe, ¿me puede decir la hora? Or the second way. Disculpe, ¿me podría decir la hora? And the parent comes back and says, line 2. Puedo hacer mejor que eso. Te mostraré cómo decir la hora. And that's the parent saying, I can do better than that. I will teach you how to tell the time. All right, so now we're going to take it nice and slowly. Line 1. Disculpe. 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 ¿Me puede decir la hora? Hora. Or instead of puede, you can use podría. Disculpe. ¿Me podría decir la hora? Line 2. Puedo hacer mejor que eso. Puedo. Hacer. Mejor. Que eso. Te mostraré cómo decir la hora. Te mostraré. ¿Cómo? Decir la hora. La hora. Hora means hour in Spanish. And that is how you ask for the time. You don't use the word time. The word time in Spanish is tiempo. And that is used to talk about weather and the conditions outside. So you would literally say, what hour is it? And so when you discuss the answers, it's literally answering that. And you'll learn that as you go through your exercises. But I want to go around the clock and read them so you'll know how to pronounce them. Let me see if I can hold it. Can you see that? Okay. Son las en punto. Es la 1:05. Son las 10. And it says son las all the way around the clock. So I'm just going to read the bottom. 10. This line shows you what hour it is. It would be the second hour, the third hour, son las 3. And then underneath, it shows you the times. So, of course, 5 after would be y5 and 5, meaning in 5 minutes. Y10, meaning and 10. Y15, and so on, all the way around the clock. And I know you know your numbers. So One thing I wanted to point out, when it's at the top of the hour, you can say, we don't have o'clock, a word for o'clock in Spanish, but you can say en punto, which literally means on the dot. And when it's at the bottom of the hour, you can say 30 minutes after or 30 minutes till, or you can say y media, which is half past. Y media and half. Media means half. So it could be 1 o'clock and a half, 1.5 o'clock. And that's what y media means. And that is all for this week. And nos vemos pronto. Adiós.